it trolls me hard every time. I go out of my way to check it every time, and I hate it because it gets me every time.
It looks like we're off. We've got Mikan starting in Link's house. The little love. Kyong doing the same.
We see an immediate save and quit from Kyong. Looks like he's going to go up to Sanctuary. Not going to do the first part of Escape quite yet. Probably going to save that until he has a weapon of some sort to route in all of Escape together.
Looks like Sank's got 5 on it in the chest, so not much there. Tree pull is given, single dollars.
That's a little bit disappointing. Kyong looks like he's already going to set up the hula hand, which is certainly popular with Keysanity runners, just to guarantee that you have some bombs to get going.
Just a dub at the beginning of Escape. Let's see what Uncle's got. Oh yeah, he's definitely setting up that hula hand. He's got it too.
Ooh!
What? What?
So that's one of... Shout out to Alucard, by the way, who has the great Kane call and is running this seed in the SRL, by the way. Early Kane, I don't know if I want to see that. I don't want to see early Kane right at the moment.
And we have over there on the tree bonk, was just 50 rupees, so nothing there. Aga's still on the table, but that's just one thing that might kick it off.
Well, and with Keysanity in general, the Aga Tower is actually in play because of those 2 treasure chests. Now, you have to get the keys to the tower, which may point you in that direction, but interesting that's one of the different routing decisions. And Mikan pulls literacy out of the forest.
As Kyong makes the race gamble, he's just going right for it. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm going race.
I like it just because of all the extra value that you can get out of this with all the keys and maps and things. It just, go ahead and go for it.
And he's got a map there. What's it for? You can have this trash.
Oh my god. LewdDolphin already did a pen check.
I missed it.
Triple bombs. I make things go triple boom. So, no pedestal. Guys, we are at...
But it's explosive. Still have an explosive pet over here. Less than 3 minutes in.
Less than 3 minutes in. Guys, I'm just going to say, I'm commentating. I'm cursed. It's not going to be a pet. I'm sorry. All right. We see Kyong early into Kakariko. We're going to get some early checks. And we have a Misery Mire key. Some of the most useless keys I think you'll ever find.
Yeah, but in case something's buried deep, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to have a couple.
Absolutely not. And there's Kyong picking up his bombs already.
As for our explosive seed,
All right, we have Mikan going ahead and checking, hoping to get some bombs, and we have a Ganon's Tower key already.
Oh wow! How many keys do you need for Ganon's Tower? If you want to bust it?
Oh my! Silvers.
Oh, we're not gonna have a silverless seed, guys. Sorry.
Oh, and Mikan there.
What? Flippers on the bottle vendor. Selling the swim. Very nice.
Oh my goodness. We're getting confused. There's all sorts of different areas. Another Ganon's Tower key for LewdDolphin. We also had Mikan picking up a key to Palace of Darkness, and he made a gamble going in there. He had 1 bomb left, used it to get into the well, and then picked up 3 bombs. So he made a big gamble not going and buying bombs yet.
It's always nice when those gambles you pay off. Yeah, and our runner's getting a couple of nice little items here in the beginning and some nice keys. Blue mail over here in the well. It's always nice to have Kane earlier. It's nice to have flippers.
So let's see. Where is this seed pointing us up to this point in time?
That's a tough one at this point. They've gotten a lot of access keys for out of the way places. They have Dark Palace, They've gotten nothing in the light world so far, have they?
Not really, no. I mean, flippers could be pointing us to check things like Hobo and the waterfall fairies. So we'll see if those items hold it, but there could be a lot of different directions we can point in this direction.
Yeah, we're going to probably see different routing from our runners here pretty soon. See some route divergence. I could see, if it was me, I would probably... we haven't seen South Shore yet. We haven't seen any of that. So that should be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Runners collecting bombs, they for the mini moldworms and that sort of stuff.
Yep, the mini moldworm check is going to be a little bit difficult because we don't really have much of a weapon, although we do have the cane, which is handy against the mini moldworms.
If you know how to use it, cane strats, some of the best strats, definitely. As LewdDolphin picks up his silvers. Probably happy to see that. They're looking for the D now.
All right.
We had one Dark Palace key so far, so... I mean... Where would you go, Vit? If you had what our runners have, what dungeon would you be pointing in? Would you be thinking about going into?
There's still a lot of overworld Sphere Zero locations that I think I would check first. We have South Shore. We have that you can route in Hobo into Zora at that point in time. And then I'm a big fan. I just kind of accept it that inevitably we're going to have to double dip Eastern at some point anyway. So just do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, it's overworld is king right now in this race. As Mikan and Kyong are both looking to South Shore and looking for I didn't see Kyong go in a swamp. But
no, Kyong is not going to do it. Looks like he might be starting off at Mini Moldorm and then going to route over to the left there afterwards. Got
the bomb strats going on the Mini Moldorms.
I respect anyone who can do bomb strats consistently. This is not easy, and it relies a lot on RNG on these Moldorms.
Little jerkworms, I like to call them.
It's true. All right, we have another key.
Skullwoods. All these Dark Palace. Some Roops for Zora. That's nice. Hyrule Castle and Dark Palace Big Key. Okay.
Yeah, we have our first big key, so.
Yeah, we have a lot of keys for Dark World. Nothing for Light World so far.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Worth noting, Kyong and LewdDolphin have not yet checked Uncle. Like I said, I believe they are waiting to find a suitable weapon so they can go ahead and route escape in with that. It's a solid strategy, but they're missing out on the cane, which, as we're seeing Mikan do right now, is making the Mini Moldorm Cave a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the cane's a weapon, as far as I'm concerned.
We see LewdDolphin. Looks like he's on his way up there now, and Kyong's checking the Ice Rod Cave, so this could be interesting. We'll see what's over in this direction. Not a lot of hearts, not a lot of capacity upgrades. Ooh, powder.
Oh, powder. Okay. Chat's asking about a map check. If you check the map, it won't tell you what are crystals and what are pendants unless you have the map to... the map, right? Not the compass. It's the map.
Correct. You need the map for each dungeon to be able to tell you if it's a crystal or a pendant. Also interesting to note, even if you go in there in the original game and even in the open mode, the pendant and the crystal dungeon's music will notify you if it's a pendant or crystal dungeon. This is shuffled as well in Keysanity, so you can't tell unless you have the map or kill the boss.
In older versions, I think it was kept the same, but they decided to shuffle it, right?
Yeah, they didn't want to tip that off right away.
Yeah. Okay, Sir Hasla is hiding the map of Hyrule Castle in his little closet. But
I dislike that. So LewdDolphin is going ahead with the cane and going to go ahead and do the full escape. Kyong is looking like doing what I had suggested. can't, Kyong, don't listen to me. What's wrong with you? Going to East.
Oh no, Eastern's a play. Eastern's a very good play right now. Even if you have to go through the dark room and you break logic, it's still a very good play. As we look at Mikan is just doing Ice Rod Cave.
So LewdDolphin and Kyong are kind of doing the two places that we have not checked yet. So I'm keeping an eye on those guys right at the moment.
Oh
and
yeah.
As chat's pointing out, we did get a Sahasrara check, and Turtle Rock is a green pendant.
Oh, and we have Turtle Rock Key over here in Eastern. Yeah, no, we haven't seen Zora, and we haven't seen the Zora area, the wishing well and the ledge. And it looks like Kyong can pay for Zora after this, so probably see something we'll probably see him go there after this, if not do escape like LewdDolphin.
Yeah, but Mikan's already making the play. He's taking a gamble. He's about 100 rupees short.
Yeah.
Might pick him up here though. And we get a key to another house.
Yeah, another pod key. Wow.
It seems to be pointing them that you might want to go to pod at some point here before too long.
But then the runners are going, but we need the D.
Well, you need the bow. You need, the moon pearl. And Mikan realizes it doesn't have the rupees, so saves and quits out.
Yeah, smart play. Oh, lamp.
Lamp.
Oh, where was the hook shot? I missed the hook shot?
LewdDolphin has the hook shot. Looks like it was in Zelda's chest.
Oh, wow. Zelda hiding the hook shot.
Okay, Lamp being in Eastern Palace is super trolly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those people that likes to get the lamp because I'm horrible with dark rooms. So
Same.
Hey, I'm preach it, brother. But the fact that you have to get it and there's a dark room in the way, I mean, that's trolly.
Yeah, and well, you know what? It's nice too. Good. I mean, it's not the bow, so he can't complete it, but it's something. It's something to get him through. And I just gotta say, speed game, we're in no judgment zone for dark rooms. We're not judging anybody here.
There are people who play this game of all skill levels, from the two-time tournament champion Ben to the people who are just downloading their seed and playing casually now. So we all love you. Come on.
Yeah, it's and it's your favorite game as a kid, and it's different every time you play it now. It's wonderful. As we get a dub coming out of the chest, and Kyong saving quits.
You see Mikan making the escape play. We know this is a super solid play because of the hook shot that's going to be at the end. That's kind of their first, consistent weapon that they don't need a ton of magic to get. So I think he'll be happy to see that as well.
Oh, yeah. You want to get those, and the hook shot is, everybody sees it as, something you need for a few dungeons. You can get on, the right side of Death Mountain, but it's also a great utility weapon too, just to pull you around without the boots. Save a little time pulling yourself around Hyrule. Hookshot's one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. So many uses.
So many uses. I do really enjoy the hookshot. I remember as a kid, the hookshot was that item that you always kept equipped as default, even if you didn't need anything.
Oh, yeah. You just pulled yourself around, and played with it, and it got you to places you didn't know you could go to. Stunning enemies. It's a good weapon too. It's my favorite item in the game. I'll say it. You heard it here first. It's my favorite Zelda item, and all the Zeldas except, Breath of the Wild doesn't have it. That's the only Zelda I can think of that doesn't have it.
Well, the originals, but anyway.
The originals too. Yeah. Absolutely.
Kyong making a play on Agina, and we'll probably head over to Desert because we'll be able to check with the book. Desert is an early play. Now, if you don't have the boots, you could get bootlocked pretty quick, but with the book unlocking it, the logic could be pointing us in that direction. It's also worth noting that it's possible to kind of sequence break desert as well. Now, it could be a little bit risky. You can go to the second level. We won't be able to do it now because we don't have a lift upgrade. But you can go to the second level, grab the first key that's in that area, and then backtrack to use it to unlock that door. It would lock out the rest of desert for you, so it's a risk, but sometimes it's a risk worth taking. And chat pointing out, it looks like that was a sword on desert ledge, which that's nice.
Oh, it's always nice to get the sword. It's good for, I mean, personally, I'm so bad at swordless that when I see a sword early in a race, I'm just like, yes.
And we get a big key to Tower of Hera. We're not too far away from Tower of Hera at this point in time, so that's a possibility. Keep an eye on that one.
We need possibly one small key to complete it, right? We could have a small key trapped in the basement, and runners wouldn't have to go. Or is that the open logic?
That's the open logic because that key could be shuffled anywhere in the world.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You can go ahead and complete it right now with the big key, but we're still missing a couple items. Kyong picking up his sword. I'm sure he's happy to have that.
Every time a runner sees their sword, they're just like, yes. Finally, I've got a nice weapon, Don't have to switch out. It's great. Yes, sorry, chat. Pet is dead. Very
been dead
early.
for a while.
Yeah, very early. It happens. But Aga is not dead yet. We still haven't seen any gloves. We have seen a Hyrule key, I believe, and the map, but we haven't seen anything else that would lead our runners to Dark World, even though they have plenty of keys to pod.
Plenty of keys. I mean, the Moon Pearl is going to be the big one because you can't do much of anything.
No, you can just bunny around for a little bit. That's about it.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, Mikan's been bunnying around the whole race, but, that's what he chose to do. As he picks up his lamp and map of Ice Palace on the hobo. Hobo holding the Ice Palace burrito.
Now, there is one thing that I'm a little bit unclear about in Keysanity, and maybe you can help me out. I do not believe the logic dictates that you have map and compass to complete a dungeon. Is that right?
No, you don't need it. But I believe that the compass shows you how many keys you have and what you need. And the map will just show you if it'll obviously give you the map. Runners, I mean, at this point, have all these maps memorized. But also tell you what, if it's a crystal or a pendant. So it's nice to have the compass, just so you can open up your menu and you can see what keys you have and kind of, it's good for the runners. Some of these runners use trackers, some of them don't. But it's just nice to have in your menu.
All right, we see Kyong making his way up, doing his Zora check now, and actually has the root. So we'll see if engaging in capitalism with a fish actually pays off this time.
Are we looking for a life lesson? You never know.
I distrust Zora horribly.
Zora can definitely be the swindler. Oh! What?
Quick!
Zora holding on to the bacon. Zora's got the bacon today. Trading the bacon for the bacon. Thank you, Zora.
Wow, that's interesting.
We had a 20 on the ledge, so Kyong didn't even bother for it.
Now, here's a new location that we haven't checked here. Mikan is going to the back of Escape with the lamp. This is now in Logic, and we haven't checked anything. I think we're going to find our next progression here on Mikan's screen, so pay attention here.
Yeah,
LewdDolphin got the hammer. Where did I get? And the moon pearl.
Hammer must have been back of Escape. because Lewd was there doing dark rooms.
Okay. Okay, so he did.
I didn't
dark
see it. I'm
rooms.
assuming chat might be able to correct me if I'm wrong.
We get confused, guys. We're watching 4 screens at the same time. Help us out a bit here.
That's why we need chat. We love chat.
Lots of love to chat. You guys make us feel slightly more incompetent than I think we are sometimes.
As Agino is hiding some love in the back of his cave. There we go. We got a compass from Ganon's tower. There's the hammer. The hammer was way back of Escape.
Yeah, Hammer and Moon Pearl in the back of Escape. Yep, and that is in logic because we.
Oh, it was Moon Pearl too. Wow. Wow.
So we can do all of Death Mountain as soon as we get a flute or a lift upgrade to get up there.
Yeah, we just need some gloves. Thanks, Storm.
Shout out to
Desert Palace Big Key. Yeah.
Shout out to Adirondack Rick, one of our community managers in chat. Give him a little bit of love, guys. He does so much work for us and doesn't get a lot of love for it. So shout out, Rick. We love you, sir.
Love you, Rick.
All right, so LewdDolphin is in desert. We see Mikan looks like on his way over there.
Tower of Hera, Big Key. Wow. All right, we're getting somewhere.
Tower of Hera, Big. Oh, we have powder. We have hammer. We can do a bat cave check.
We can. We definitely can. We'll see what Batman has. And the flute!
What?
LewdDolphin finds the flute in desert.
Okay.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have flight.
We have flight. More importantly, we have access to all of Light World Death Mountain. You think LewdDolphin might be heading up there here shortly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have Lamp. He doesn't have, I mean, it's in logic, so he can get old man. As Kyong takes a death. Wow.
Was that a plant? Oh, yeah, that was probably a death warp.
Yeah. Yeah, we getting some swagged up duck hype going on. Lewd is on his way.
Kyong's on his way to the back end, so he's going to be right there. Mikan getting the flute now. So that we do have the big key to desert, so we're good to go as soon as we have a fire source for desert and a lift upgrade.
Yeah, wow, we're almost 25 minutes in and we don't have Dark World access yet.
No Dark World access, no lift upgrade. That's what surprised me the most. There's so many things that are locked behind lift upgrades that we don't have a lift upgrade at this point in time. Like, says to me, we gotta find it sometime soon.
Absolutely. As LewdDolphin plays the Hyrule National Anthem.
All rise, or, hashtag Neil.
Let's get some swag duck hype in the chat.
Mikan going back into desert.
Kyong is over here finding his hammer and his moon pearl.
Oh, LewdDolphin's making our bat cave check.
Oh, let's see. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And what does the bat have for us today?
It's a lift. It's got a lift. Come on, lift. Lift.
A compass. A turtle rock. Thanks, bat.
Thanks, bat. God.
Did I sound like the Joker? I don't have to laugh. I need to, yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay,
disappointing Batman. There we go. Lewd's gonna pick up his old man, take him on a walk like a good Boy Scout.
Worth noting, Lewd still hasn't been into Eastern, so does not have his lamp. We know this is in logic, but He doesn't. He's sequence breaking all of this.
Yeah, but he's you can already tell he's got his way. That sword really helps out when you're doing dark rooms.
Oh, absolutely. Anything to help you navigate, just from a visual perspective, absolutely helps.
All right, he's taking the old man back to his cave and only gets some rupees for his trouble.
The old man just says, "Thanks for the tip, Uber."
Yeah. Yeah, 300 rupees. That's a good tip.
It's not bad. I mean,
Right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hey, kid, go buy yourself some potions.
Or, give it to the Zoras, because you need them.
Yeah. Give it to the fish.
All right, so we're doing some interesting checks up here. A key, on Spectacle Rock.
Wow.
That's rough.
Is that our swamp key? Is that
And another key there.
Oh.
Here's an interesting thing worth noting.
We have our swag duck.
Our swag duck theme. This run has not seen a lot of capacity upgrades or hearts, for that matter, for as many locations as they check. We've gotten a lot of keys and a lot of items, but
yeah, a lot of Dark World keys too, which is another Dark Palace key over here from Lewd. It's and no Dark World access. It's I can't tell you where the seed is pointing you. It's just keep overworlding until you find what you can and get into Dark World, and you might have everything you need.
Nah, at this point, it's Tower of Hera or bust. You got the Tower of Hera big key, you got the hookshot and the hammer to get around to it. Tower of Hera, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tower of Hera will at least give us some progression. And Lewd's making his way over there. As Mikan is doing his
Fart squirrel blocking it.
You do a good deed for an old man, and this is the repayment you get. Just dead rocks. There he goes. He gets his tip for his hard work.
Now I need to double check, and I don't have it in my notes. Do we have a Tower of Hera small key? We have the big key.
We have one. We do have at least one. I did see one.
Okay. Oh, and there's our lift upgrade.
There we go. Misery Mire key 2 here in Paradox Cave.
So, chat pointing out, the thing that could be hurting LewdDolphin right now, he doesn't have his lamp, which is a fire source. If there is something in that basement, it's going to hurt LewdDolphin here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been routing really well, but he just hasn't routed that Eastern Palace play. Oh,
Ice
Rod. The Ice Rod.
I'll take it.
Yeah, hey. And the single arrow run is validated. We're done here.
Valid.
We're done here. Pack it up.
Pack up. Go home. Good night, everyone.
Lewd not making that bomb jump. It's a tough. That's one of the tougher bomb jumps in the game.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, it's a rough one. So
he's going for it again. Oh, and he falls again.
Just call it, Lewd. No, he's gonna do it again.
He is determined to get this bomb jump.
It's like I got it. Well, and keep in mind, this is kind of our open mode. This race is for fun for us.
Yeah, it's still an SRL race. It's still it's not like an exhibition or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, you use these races to practice, see where you are against some of the other better runners in the world.
Well, yeah, and keep in mind, we have a lot of people that are prepping for the Keysanity tournament.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious.
Oh, I'm looking ready for it. That looks like the signups for that close tonight. So if you haven't entered yet, what are you doing with your life? Get in there.
Do it. Just do it. Oh, it's going to be a great tournament. There's so many runners in that. There's so many great runners in that tournament. Is it our biggest A Link to the Past tourney to date, would you say?
I would say, in terms of the most people, probably. I think the last I checked, we broke the 200 mark for most people in the tournament.
Wow. So many great runners. We saw in the last tournament that even newer runners have a shot to make it far. There's so many people that have started playing rando, and it's made the competition better and better.
Oh, absolutely. And you saw that in between the spring standard mode tournament and then the fall open mode tournament. The level of competition has just increased. Now,
Oh yeah,
Ben won both, but that's because he's Ben.
well, it's Ben.
So yeah, the tournament, we have the signups end tonight. They're going to announce the seeds. I think the announcement will come on Sunday. So starting next week, we're going to have, instead of our daily races, we're going to be having just almost wall-to-wall coverage of well, probably not wall-to-wall. I don't know what the plan for Restream is quite yet. We're going to have a lot of Keysanity.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of Keysanity because there'll be so many races, and it'll be so good. I can't wait for the trolliest seeds ever.
All right, so LewdDolphin has not found anything per se in Tower of Hera yet.
Just a couple dubs. That's about it.
And yeah, all routes have kind of converged around Death Mountain here and into Tower of Hera. We've seen a lot of different routing. The big thing, and I feel real bad for LewdDolphin, he's not able to go down into that section down below. No one's going down there yet. Come on, I want someone to go into the basement, guys.
They wanna take out Trolldorm. They just beeline to it, and the seed has pointed us in this direction to where we see all our runners here in Hera, and it makes perfect sense. This was about the only place they could go at this point. As Lewd takes down Trolldorm, no problem. Couple hammer shots. Gets a key to Ganon's tower.
And a crystal.
Oh yeah, this is our first crystal. It's our first completed dungeon and our first crystal.
So apparently they don't have a key. So
no, they don't have a key for the basement. Yeah, they only had one key coming in.
Well, they had the big key. So.
And the big key, yes, and the big one small key. As Lewd's gonna make his tablet check. Just a little piece of love. Nothing there. Oh, man.
All right, so we see LewdDolphin with the hammer. He's a little bit ahead of these other runners, but keep in mind, these other guys have already done an Eastern Palace check, which gave them a fire source in the lamp. And now, because I do believe we have the big key to Desert Palace, with that lift upgrade, Desert Palace is now in play as well. So we could be heading over to Landmolus before too long.
Oh yeah, that would be the next play for the runners that have a fire source, because that makes it completable. It's gonna be a rough fight, rough boss battle with just the fighter sword and the hammer.
You mean like it's intended to be?
Yeah, well, with
they do have Ice Rod. Ice Rod is a weapon that can damage Landmolus.
It is, but it's a little different from the Fire Rod, and I think it causes a little bit more lag. And I can guess a lot of our runners do have a lot of practice doing different strats for different bosses, but the Ice Rod strat isn't one that a lot of runners do, because you don't expect the Ice Rod. The Ice Rod is historically one of the most trolly items in Rando. So I would imagine that our runners don't have a lot of we do have a map check with all the maps.
4 and 7 in Misery Mire and Ice Palace. Looks like we also have a pendant in Skullwoods. So LewdDolphin is checking the cave formerly known as Hype. It's slowly regaining its glory just because of the sheer number of locations for Keysanity.
Let's get some hype for Hype Cave in the chat. Come on. Let's give it some of its former glory. Little love, a dub, a key to another pod key, and a dub. Okay, Hype Cave.
Dud Cave. Yeah. But you know what? That's the third Dark Palace key. So, I mean,
Is it the third? It could? I think it's like the fourth or fifth.
there's a lot of keys. I mean, that might be pointing us in the direction because there's a lot of treasures in Pod. We don't have the big key yet, which might make you hesitate, but you could find it in that location. You could find it somewhere else. So we'll see.
Blue just did an elephant check. I guess you could say that. Big bomb elephant. There was a crystal in Eastern Palace, but I missed the first one. It was my fault.
You know, every time I see Hype Cave and it totally ends up being a dud, I'm reminded, and I love you, Willard, but it reminds me of Willard's avatar face of it just kind of like, ugh. So I don't know. I want to start calling that the Willard Cave just because it's like, ugh, I need to do this.
The Willard Cave. Chad is pointing out it was Thieves Town and Eastern Palace that were our 5 and 6 crystal. So thank you, Chad.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now we can get to Thieves Town. It's kind of a roundabout way though, because you have to use.
Well, we have Lewd. He's doing dig game, so he's making his way.
Well, he won't be able to get up this way because you need the Titan.
He doesn't have the big mitts.
Yep.
Oh, what is this? Eastern Palace, big key. Wow. Still need the D, but there we go. Thieves Town, Eastern Palace for the big bomb coming from Mikan.
Yep. Worth noting that in order to you can get it, so it's in logic, but in order to get over to Thieves Town, you have to go into the portal next to Hype Cave, kind of loop around, hookshot across the river and across the graveyard area into it. So.
Yeah, and Lewd is making his way to Eastern Palace. It looks like he's gonna probably do Sarasla, as Kyong is making his way to Skull Woods.
I think that big key was just enough to push him in that direction, which is nice. We'll get to see what's in the big treasure chest. No one else has been able to check that.
Oh, very true. Yeah.
Or we can do what Kyong did. You can also check over in that area. I forgot. This is why I don't run too frequently, guys.
We're commentators, not runners.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you can go through kind of around the Lost Woods area. You're absolutely right. My fault.
Oh, you got a map of swamp over
there?
The
bow.
I missed the bow.
Mikan got the bow. Bow was on Pyramid.
What? The D on the Pyramid? What? What a great find. The Pyramid it's so hard to route that in.
Yeah.
Mikan making the play. Wow.
That gives a significant advantage to Mikan. Keep in mind, we also have silvers. So
he's got a great weapon. He's got the best weapon in the game, personally, I believe. At this point, bow plus silvers, just get wrecked. And he's making his way in a pod. I mean, he's got keys. Let's go. Let's hit it.
Oh, absolutely. There's no reason not to do pod if you have the bow and the hammer and all those keys. Yeah, do it.
I'm feeling that pod's got something good in it for Mikan. I think this is the play. As we see a compass to Skullwoods.
Meowstick's asking, they missed too much. Is SlimKirby winning? Everyone's winning. Everyone wins our hearts.
Yeah, we're all winners here.
But in terms of who's winning the race, no, Kirby's not winning.
But it's still so early.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm 40 minutes in, but it's for Keysanity. That's so early. Lewd's got, he's had great routing. Mikan's got, and he absolutely has an item advantage with that bow. And Pyramid is such a funny check for runners. A lot of runners will wait really a long time to route Pyramid, and some will wait until they have the big bomb.
And that's unfortunate. We're eventually going to run into a point where they can't get any further until they get past the bow lock
You
location.
can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't get Big Bomb without the bow because Eastern Palace is a Big Bomb location.
Oh, that's right.
It's a Big Bomb crystal. So I mean, runners will have to go there. By the way, Lude got a little piece of love out of the big chest, so nothing much in Eastern Palace big chest. As Kyong's in Thieves, so we've got some route diversions, and maybe we'll get some a little bit more progression here.
Yep, I would say Kyong's routing is probably a little bit more traditional in this aspect. You know, you go to the Thieves because it requires so few items, and
what
takes a death. That was kind of an off-screen death. I think something sniped him underneath there.
Press F to pay respects, chat.
Mirror. Palace of Darkness paying off in spades.
Oh man!
I just need to watch Mikan right now. I mean, I'm missing so many good things.
Oh, he made the play. That's at this point, it's play of the game. At this point, because we have the mushroom bunny. I love it.
Oh, most important item in the game.
The bug net. What? What? We have the single arrow and the bug net. It's game over, guys. It's just pack it in. We're done.
Kyong getting the 4 treasure chests and now going to death warp out. Does not have the big key to Thieves Town, so we'll have to get out of there.
Yep, and that's not a bad play. As Mikan is just, he's chugging away. He's got another Aghanim key.
Castle Tower key. Yep. Master Sword.
Oh, what a just pod is a treasure trove in the seed. And and with all the keys the seed was throwing at you, you had to predict that at this point.
Absolutely. There's just no way around it.
No, this was the play. I mean, our runners need to make their way to the pyramid. It's got to get done. Lude is in pod right now, but he does not have the bow.
There's another sword for Kyong in the Village of Outcasts. So we have 3 swords. So we know where Cheeto's sword might be located. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's good for our runners. I mean, you want at least the tempered sword to go in again, and even if you have silvers, it makes the fight so much easier. It helps runners run. I mean, it helps them in all dungeons. It's strong. That's what you want. I mean, Butter, a lot of runners will say, I would at least want tempered sword when I'm running. Butter isn't too big for me, but I definitely want the tempered sword.
SlimKirby, unfortunately, taking a hit. All about that monkey business. Had to go back for the monkey.
All these runners, we have Lude and we have Slim going into pod, which is the play, but only Mikan can complete.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. None of them have the bow. And it's right there. It is right there. You take a left instead of a right.
It's just, I mean, like you said earlier, it's not traditional routing. It's not traditional routing to route in pyramid. The little shield upgrade, that's cute.
So we have 2 shields now. We have a little shield and we have the fire shield, which, you know what? I'll take fire shield. I like fire shield, especially when I'm getting ready to fight blind.
It's a lot better than a paper plate, that's for sure.
Yep.
And Kyong had found a Misery Mire key on Old Stumpy there a little while back. And nothing much. Old Stumpster. The Misery Mire key.
I call him James K. Polk, but no one seems to like that name, so.
Oh, don't make me think back to history class.
Hey, Napoleon of the Stump.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah. Okay. So
we have Kyong who's just doing his hype cave, mech cave, whatever, suck cave, whatever you guys want to call it.
We did have Thieves Town big keys somewhere. Did someone say we picked up?
I did not see it. Was it? I thought our runners already had Thieves Town big key.
I didn't see it. Oh,
it was in
Thieves Town
pod.
Big in pod big chest. Of course.
Well, heart chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, as Mikan's making his way through, this is such an advantage.
Yeah, I feel really bad. Kyong's making the play. Kyong's gonna get the bow.
Oh, Kyong going to get the D. He's gonna be so happy when he sees. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, this is turn right back around. Go right back to.
This is the D I've been looking for.
Yeah, we did see SlimKirby practice the hammer yump earlier. Didn't look like he managed to get it because I don't know. He didn't have the key. Does not have the Palace of Darkness big key.
No. Oh, and man, we have Kyong going up to Catfish. Wow.
Weird routing. Mikan's just happens to be on point. I mean, he's making all of the right gambles right now.
Oh yeah, that pyramid gamble was just the play. That was the play. And we'll see. Hey, Catfish could have, what our runners need to move on. You never know.
And
that little fish.
Oh my gosh, Kirby did with the hammer yump.
Oh wow. God, these runners are so good.
So Kyong with Catfish check.
See what Mr. Fishface has for us today. Just some love. Oh. Thank you, Catfish. So sweet. Got a Helmosaurus fight from Mikan.
Yep, this is, for as many keys as required to get through pod, this is an early Helmosaurus fight.
Absolutely. I mean, our seed point us in that direction. It's got a good fight. Get that silver arrow off. Boom. Done.
Lewd checking
Headshot.
This just for 10 arrows for the castle. I
think he can make his way to the second shot.
Oh my god! Titan Smith on Helmosaur.
No!
Pendant Helmosaur had Titan's mitt.
What?
Oh my god.
What? That is huge for Mikan and Kyong, who's making his way over there. That is so big.
So let's do a quick refresh here. Pod had sword, 2 shields, lift upgrade, mirror. I mean,
Thieves Town big key. Thieves Town big key too.
Yeah.
Huge. Just huge. Pod was the play. And the logic just kept pointing our runners in that direction, and it paid off huge. But for our 2 runners that went to Pyramid, I mean, and SlimKirby and LewdDolphin, it's not traditional to go to Pyramid. You can't really blame them for not checking it yet. But I mean, it was a huge play to do it. It was absolutely a huge play.
Interesting to note, Mikan also just picked up the Thieves Town small key, which unlocks that big treasure chest. So he has avoided Thieves Town up to this point, but he's now got everything needed to get there.
Yep, now he can complete. I mean, he's... Oh, what is in a checkerboard cave with a big key? What is it? Ice Palace.
Can't get in there yet. We do not have either the Fire Rod or Bombos to get there.
Ooh, half magic over here in Skullwoods. I did not see that before. Oh, Kyong has it. I didn't see Kyong pick it up. Half magic's always nice to have. With the powder, great. Yep. Good safeties. Good safeties for so far a seed that's been holding back on the love.
Yep.
As LewdDolphin picks up his tempered sword. Oh, don't have the big key over there, Slim. So better luck next time.
Worth noting, Kyong now has his Cheeto sword, so he'll be able to between Cheeto sword and Silvers, he'll be able to make quick work of literally every boss that he will need to beat at this point in time.
Oh yeah, Mikan is he's been making the plays. Just gonna finish up Desert over here. Doesn't have fire rod yet, but he can blaze those brazers.
Nope. Mirrored over, so we have Landmolus here. Kyong picking up his mirror, which is just, I mean, he is happy to see that mirror because he can mirror out right now.
Oh, and he's got his D, so he's going to hopefully make his way to Helmasaur and take it out.
And Mikan, instead of using silvers, is using Ice Rod strats.
There you go, you called it. Now he's just hitting it with his sword. He didn't get half magic yet, so Ice Rod will deplete your magic pretty quick.
Another map check. Look like Swamp Palace is also a crystal.
Ooh. It's just 10 arrows over there. In desert. But Mikan with his second crystal. He's just making the plays. Let's see where he goes next.
Shout out to Alexi. Here's a quick guide. Question: where was blank?
Yeah.
Answer: probably pod.
That's perfect.
All right, so it looks like Mikan's now going over here and is going to be making the play on Skull Woods and Thieves Town, this area, which we know he'll be able to get his Cheeto sword if he clears out all of the Village of Outcasts, because we have one of those swords in the bombable hut.
Yeah, and he's making his way down there now, so he'll most likely get it. He might go into Thieves first, but see a Turtle Rock.
We've gotten a lot of Turtle Rock things as well.
So we had a high five between Mikan and SlimKirby there too.
Friends holding hands.
Oh, the bunny and the blob of goo. An amoeba. I think there was a game theory that Kirby is an amoeba. That was the conclusion.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Question: has there been a ped check? Yes, absolutely. We had a ped check in under 3 minutes because the book was in the woods, and it was just triple bombs. So the ped hype died early this game.
We all shed a tear, but you know, it's how the seed goes.
It is, and that's part of the beauty is you have to, I mean, being able to make those routing decisions. It's worth noting not everyone did that ped check. So in the back of their mind, there's a couple people that could be thinking what's on the ped. And that plays to the advantage of everything.
Yeah, I mean, to anybody that's come in the race, you know, now or even in the last 49 minutes, might not wouldn't think that the ped was already checked, you know. It's just it's not with, you know, this might be the first race I've seen where the ped was checked in under 3 minutes. It's crazy. Like the Eastern play from Kyong, he's gonna finish that up.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a real solid. And Das Boots for LewdDolphin.
Oh no! Hoping for a bootless seed.
Oh, I love me some boots.
Just because I'm a jerk. But what are those? Yeah, 3 of our runners here in Thieves. We'll see Lewd about to take on Blind.
Yep, Kyong's still finishing up Palace of Darkness because he found that bow. Keep in mind, Lewd and Slim can't finish up Palace of Darkness quite yet. So while Kyong is maybe a little bit behind visually from the runners, that's because 2 of them haven't been able to get in there. Mikan, though, doing all the work.
Oh, yeah, he's had great routing for this seed. It's been near perfect for what the seed has given him and where he's gone. It's just he's been boom boom. I can clear this. I can clear this. I can clear this. This is where I'm headed. He's gonna get his tempered sword soon. He'll get his boots.
Yep, he'll get his boots because he does have that key. Keep in mind, chat, that there are 50 or so people all running this same seed in the SRL channel. We just chose to highlight 4 runners right now. But at this pace, I would not be surprised to see Mikan, if not the top runner, easily in the top 10 of the finishers right now.
Easy. I mean, he's gone from what we've seen, he's been playing the seed perfect. He's been getting his views and going. And sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But.
No, it's all right. I mean, this is one of those seeds that it really has kind of pulled them a whole lot of different directions. But if you follow the logic, that's the nice thing. And one of the interesting things about Keysanity is that you can't just go to one area and clear it all out. If you route things around and just follow the logic where it's telling you to go, you'll do fine.
The thing about Mikan though is, the seed was definitely pushing. There's the Misery Mire big key, but the seed was pushing everybody to pod. It 100% was, and he decided to route in Pyramid on his way to pod, and that set him up for the huge play.
Absolutely. And again, still worth noting that we're starting to get some health and some of the other overworld some of the capacity upgrades, but still relative to the number of items and locations that they checked, we're almost an hour into the seed. Our capacity upgrades have not really been there by and large.
No, we've gotten a lot of keys. We've gotten a lot of progression items. It's been a quick seed. It really has. It'll slow down. It always slows down when you start really clearing dungeons and stuff like that. We got a key. It's another Ice Palace key, and a crystal out of Thieves. Mikan making the plays. Kyong is doing Eastern Palace, so that's another good route. He got his D, he had his mirror, he decided to go over there and clear Eastern too.
Absolutely. I actually really like that play because if you're in the area and you get ether out of it.
Oh, we haven't seen what Turtle Rock and Misery Mire have for us. Turtle Rock is not required, but Trolley Turtle Rock with all the chests will have some keys we need. It'll have some items we need. It always does.
Just plan on always going to Turtle Rock as soon as you can. And I mean, we're missing Fire Rod, which could lock out some things, but at this point in time, I'm just thinking Turtle Rock might be the play before too long.
Oh, yeah.
Although we now have access to Dark Death Mountain.
Ooh, it opens up a lot more locations for our runners.
It does. LewdDolphin's making the play.
Oh, here he goes.
Does he see it? And
he
sees it.
Let's see if he's mad. You mad, Lewd? You mad?
Rage slashes? Any rage slashes?
No, he's just, I'm getting my D and I'm out of here.
Oh, poor Slim. Poor Slim.
Yeah, he's, he'll get it eventually, but right now he's not routing his way over there. As Lewd looks like he's making the catfish play.
Yep, that'll solid routing right there. Meanwhile, Mikan's getting Peg Cave and turning in Jeremiah.
Oh, Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Do.
And just 300 roofs in the Peg Cave.
Kyong. Hey, Kyong. What are you doing, Kyong?
What? Oh.
You know what? I really like this play because you have those keys.
He's got 2 medallions.
Yeah, I mean, you make the gamble hoping that you can get this. Can he do it? No, it's Bombos!
Oh, what? Oh, this seed. Oh, nope. Oh, you got 2 out of the 3? Nope.
So, chat was pointing out that they thought they saw Bombos on the bumper cave, which would mean cape is required, or, well, we don't know, because Turtle Rock isn't necessarily required. It could be just a big old troll.
Oh, yeah. There's another Ice Palace key. They've gotten a lot of keys to Ice Palace.
There's a cape!
And some more bombs. Mikan doing his bet check.
So, Hookshot Cave held... Oh my gosh. Okay, so think about this routing. You go up, check to see Bombos. You have to find the cape. You find cape right next door in Hookshot Cave, so then you have to climb back down Death Mountain. Go through Bumper Cave with the cape, and then climb back up.
Oh, the fire rod. Blaze it.
Uh-oh.
Oh
That unlocks a
man,
lot.
Kyong. You know what? That's good for Kyong though, that he didn't go into Turtle Rock. It was the Bombos. He didn't go into Turtle Rock without the Fire Rod. He now went through the rest of Death Mountain and he got his Fire Rod. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't a big hit. You know, he can always go back to T-Rock later. I mean, it is a pendant too, so it's not required.
More
That was very good for him.
More importantly, all of those Ice Palace keys that they've been getting up until this point.
Yeah, that's the play. That's the next play to make.
That feels like it's the next play. Yep.
Right? I mean, it's Seed is saying Ice Palace, you know. Hey buddy, Ice Palace. So we'll see who decides to go first, you know. Mikan is doing some overworld stuff. He's getting his key from Stumpy. Misery Marquee, whatever.
Kyong checking just triple explosives and Spike Cave.
This has been a great seed so far. Wow.
This has been incredibly entertaining. I feel a little bit like Shades. I'm yelling too much into the microphone. I need to maybe dial it down a little bit. Stop yelling.
gotta calm down a bit. But man, it's, you know, and what I've noticed, no bottle yet. We have not seen a bottle.
Holy cow! That tells me
over an hour in, and no bottle. You know, one of our runners just passed. Kyong just passed the bottle vendor, and it's like, wow, you know. It's weird to see a seed and go and not see one out of the 4 bottles.
I know it tells me that we could very well be looking at Sick Kid has something, like all the bottles are locked away somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Ganon Tower key either, big key. So I'm still saying Swamp, but I could be wrong. Could be Sick Kid could be holding the key to the run.
So Slim picked up the shovel, and the Swamp Palace small key was in the shovel dig spot.
Wow. Fetch quest to go to Swamp, which is a pendant too. So, or no, Swamp is a crystal. Excuse me.
Swamp's a crystal, and so required to get through there, and that's the only key required for Swamp, and it unlocks a ton of treasure chests in there.
6 treasure chests, correct? Do we have a Swamp big key? Bombos on Bumper Cave.
Yep. So right now, it looks like Kyong is the only one. Mikan hasn't gone up yet quite to Dark Death Mountain, so he does not yet have that.
But he has that knowledge when he goes up there, which he'll get his cape, he'll see that Turtle Rock is Bombos, and he'll be able to come back down and get Bombos. And he'll probably get his Fire Rod before that. That's really good for Mikan. Once he makes his way up, he'll be fine.
Worth noting, LewdDolphin is going for Pyramid Fairy. I didn't realize the 2 crystals that he has are the 2.
Thieves Town and Eastern. Yeah, those were our 2. Wow, what an early Fat Fairy check. That's great.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's see what she has for us today. Ganon's Tower, baby. There it is. The Swamp Big Chest prediction is dead.
Yep, and I do think we've had enough Ganon's Tower keys that Ganon's Tower is going to go by. We don't even have to check it.
No, they'll just run right up. We're getting pretty close to go mode, I think.
We're getting close. We still have... Wait. Are we in Commentators Go? We're in Commentators Go mode!
Items wise, I don't think we're there key wise. I don't think we're there key wise yet. The lunchbox check yields nothing.
Nope. So now is a good time to give a quick shout out to our wonderful trackers who have to deal with not only us yelling, but everyone in chat yelling, and keep track of all of this. So shout out to my wonderful friends Reg and Thalen. I'm mispronouncing your name, Thalen. Thalen.
I believe it's Ethylane. Or he can yell at us if it's not.
I expect to be yelled at because normally I'm good and ask people how to pronounce their names ahead of time. So if I do it, I'm sorry. I broke protocol. My bad.
Yeah, this is a yell commentary, so we want chat yelling. Everybody's yelling tonight.
Everyone's yelling tonight.
This has been one heck of a scene.
And you know what? It's a Friday night. You know, crack open your adult beverage, let loose a little bit.
Get crazy. Get crazy. I put a little Captain Morgan in my coffee, I'm not going to lie.
Captain and coffee? Really? Okay.
It wasn't bad. It was not bad. It wasn't bad. It was better than the skanky beer I have in my fridge, so.
It's all right. I am drinking skanky beer as well, so.
You gotta live the high life sometimes.
Absolutely. So, Mikan, here's the problem. So, Mikan made all the right moves early in the game. The problem was he didn't check some of these other overworld locations that the other runners were wasting time on. Now Mikan's got to check those.
Yeah, now he's knocking them out. But like I said earlier, with that, he's got that bumper cave knowledge. He's got that Bombos bumper cave knowledge. It's, you know, and with the with Quake, he might make his way up to Death Mountain and really bite right back into it. Well, let's see. Let's see where he swag ducks. He could really get back into it if he goes up to Dark Death Mountain. And he's not. But that's okay. He'll do Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern's a solid play.
Yeah. No, he's got everything to clear. Handle it. He'll handle it. You know, when he makes that play up to Dark Death Mountain, he'll be right back on track and in better shape than all of our other runners, just with that the bumper cave knowledge. That's incredible. So even that was a good check. That was a great check.
Oh, absolutely. So the question I have, and it's a worthwhile question, is that I completely missed where the shovel actually was, which is vital because that's where our the swamp small key is in the dig spot. So where was shovel?
Can Chad help us out where shovel was? I don't remember myself.
Yeah, I completely lost it in the hype of everything else that was going on.
Man, where was Slim? I mean, Slim
is you know what? I'm not afraid.
Desert Torch.
Oh,
wow! Oh wow! We haven't. How did we miss that? That's huge. Because Mikan has finished it. So
yeah, they might not go back. That's actually
who wants to fetch quest? Who wants to fetch quest? You know,
they're taking a gamble. They're going to have to eventually get there. Oh, Ether on Meyer. So,
yes.
So to quote one George Takei, "Oh my."
Ooh.
This could be interesting. I mean, Slim has been kind of, I'm not going to say in last place up until this point in time, but of the four runners, he's been a little bit behind all of the others in the routing. But that check alone,
it's huge.
Could be significant.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still got a long ways to go. But I mean, right now, look, he's clearing his fourth crystal. So I mean, he's not as far behind as we think. This is the best part of Keysanity and Rando. You know, anything can change. One route diversion, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's you know, and Slim's a great runner. They're all great runners. Slim's one of the better players.
Oh, LewdDolphin, swag strats, freezes the bird.
Let's see what he does.
Chat, cheer him on. Is he gonna toss the bird or is he gonna hammer the bird? What's he gonna do with the bird?
Oh, what? What?
Oh, he had it! What?
He took it with him! He carried the bird!
Oh, man.
What?
Dolphin, you and I have to have a chat after this.
I like that meme. He took it for a walk and then walked into Mire with it. Bravo. Bravo. We'll call that the bird walk. Also a great first room in Mire too. That's one of the rougher
that's a
ones.
solid one.
That was beautiful. Mikan doing the same thing. I mean, they're getting their crystals done. These runners are really hammering their crystals.
Kyong, interesting to note, went ahead and used the cape, got his bombos. Looks like he's going to clear out some of the other overworld locations. You think he might be heading back up to Turtle Rock before too long?
Oh, I think that's his next play. If he's not going to desert, and he hasn't cleared desert yet, he's got the boots, so he might grab that shovel. If he does,
that'll be a solid play.
That's really good for him. This has been a great race. There's so many. It topsy-turvy, you know, lead changes. It's not even lead changes. It's just who's got the edge. You know, it's not a lead change as much as it's who's got the edge at this point.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I like to use the term advantage.
I like
just
that.
because.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too. So getting his cutscene, he probably wants to put some Captain in his coffee too. Second here.
Cutscene, looking good. So it's interesting because Keysanity runs have always, at least to me, felt more linear because you have to kind of go from this place to that. But these runners have gone all over the place, and LewdDolphin just picked up the first bottle in the game at 1 hour, 11 minutes.
We have a bottle. Get your blue goose out.
Yeah, worth noting, Kyong is the only runner who's gone up to Dark Death Mountain. And I don't know about you guys, but when you have access to Dark Death Mountain, you do Dark Death Mountain. I mean, there's so many locations available there.
It looks like he's going to make his way into... No, he's not. Oh, he's going to do his big bomb.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's going to do his big bomb. This is great. You got a couple of runners, and Slim is doing his pod. You know, he's finishing up his pod. He'll get that crystal.
And that's been really the downside for Kirby. That's been really holding him back. He doesn't have... Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get his gloves. He'll get his Titan gloves. Which, man, this is... I can't tell you who's in the lead right now. I really can't.
No. I mean, Kyong is making moves right now. Mikan has certain advantages because he's gone over there. But, man, Mikan... that shovel is going to troll the heck out of Mikan for a long time.
You know what? At this point, Mikan has an advantage right now in he gets his Ganon Tower key. That Fat Fairy is huge.
Yep.
Mikan has an advantage in crystals, and there's another bottle. There's the Misery Miner bottle. He's got an advantage in crystals, and he does know where Bombos is, but he doesn't know that Turtle Rock needs Bombos, even though Turtle Rock isn't required, but Turtle Rock is normally required. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna need some stuff out of Turtle Rock, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's 14 treasure chests or something in there?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. You know, I mean, in a Keysanity, it's almost always. And then we have Kyong, who hasn't done desert yet, and will go there and he'll get his shovel. So it's a little... I mean, there's nobody really has an edge. I mean, that's bottom line.
Nope. It's absolutely entertaining, and it's just so crazy to watch everyone do everything.
And they're ending up in the same dungeons at the same time. It's just, they all have found different ways to get there. Let's see if Slim decides to go to Swamp.
Uh-oh. So LewdDolphin is in desert, but is going through the back end. He did not pick up the shovel.
Oh, come on, Lewd. Oh, we got the Bloomerang and another Thieves Town key.
So many Thieves Town keys.
Yeah, man. These is done. Kyong's gonna check Checkerboard Cave. Ooh.
All right, so
good landmark fight.
Getting ready for the easiest fight ever. Silver's Vitreous.
Oh, every runner loves Silver's Vitreous. Ice Palace. You know, the seed keeps telling you to go to Ice Palace. It's really been pushing us there. As Mikan gets his 5th crystal. He is definitely in the lead with crystals. Let's just see if he makes his way back to desert and gets that shovel. Oh, Slim did go in a swamp, so... Oh, there we go. Yeah, Lewd is getting a shovel and Kyong's getting a shovel. Let's see if Mikan goes back and gets a shovel. So that's good for those 2 runners. Mikan is going up. He's in desert. It looks like he's going to get a shovel too. We got... Alright, all our runners have got... See if they go. They got to pull it. Next is you got to go over there and you got to dig. Dude looks like he's going to do his Dark Death Mountain. He doesn't have Bombos yet, but he'll get his cape. And his Fire Rod. And he won't travel into Turtle Rock without, you know, getting either of those items, which is good. It's one of the... So far, that's one of the great things about this seed that it's done so far, is that it really didn't allow Turtle Rock to troll our runners.
All right. So let's take Mikan.
Mikan has gotten his Swamp Palace key. Oh, and he does a little shake. He does a little shake.
No! Yeah.
It was a trolley key, but our 3 runners that were missing it all went at almost the exact same time. They all got their shovel.
Here's the thing. I think we're in go mode. I don't think we actually need to get into Turtle Rock.
I think you're right. I don't think we have to go to Turtle Rock. We have nearly all the Ice Palace keys. We're ready to go.
Yeah. So we have Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, Misery Mire, which, by the way, we've already done Misery Mire for some of us.
And Mikan is going to get his Ganon's big key before he heads in the swamp. He's going to get his Ganon's big key.
Oh no, Kirby!
Oh, he flooded the key! What? That happened. Oh, that's the worst. No. He's out of here. I'm
done.
He's got to be kicking himself. That's just... It's I hate to say it, but that's such a rookie mistake. Everybody does it, but, you know, it's...
You just get in a groove, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and do this, and do this, and then I take it back.
Oh, no. No. Lewd is doing his Dark Death Mountain, so he's getting it. You know, and I was saying earlier that the seed it was a gift to our runners to lock Turtle Rock behind Bombos. And they haven't gone in, because you know they were all thinking about going. And then the rest of Dark Death Mountain gave them, you know, the Fire Rod and the cape. And they never had to go in, and then the seed pointed them in a different direction. It was really a gift to our runners.
It was very nice to them. And, I mean, keep in mind, we're in go mode for a Keysanity run at an hour 18. I mean, this is...
We'll be seeing some PBs, for sure. We'll definitely be seeing some PBs. This has been it's a jet seed. It's a jet Keysanity seed.
We're not going to meme a new name for a jet Keysanity seed. We're petty, but we're not that petty.
Oh, we call it a Gyps Vit seed.
No. I want nothing in this game named after me, because that means I've done something wrong.
Yeah, it's a sub 2 hour Keysanity is good, and let's look like what we'll get out of this.
You know what, if these runners really go mode things, because if they know they have everything, if they take stock, I mean, we could easily see like a 135 or a 140 Keysanity.
Incredible. I mean, incredible for a Friday night. That's great. So runners can kick back, have a couple drinks, and get ready for the late night seed.
That's right. We do have an open mode seed tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on Speed Gaming 3. So don't change your channels.
Oh no, chat! Don't call it a gyp seed.
No.
Gyp seed. That's good. No. Yeah, this has been a great race. I still couldn't tell you who's in the lead now because we have Mikan. He's going through his swamp. Kyong's doing his ice palace. I mean, Slim is doing his swamp, so we're pretty neck and neck.
Lewd's also in ice palace. Worth noting, Mikan, unfortunately, we don't need bombos. We don't even have to set foot in Turtle Rock, amazingly enough. And there's Butter.
Oh, what?
If these guys weren't spoiled already.
And half our runners still don't have a bottle, but Sick Kid must not have been holding much,
Yeah.
Chad, how many Ganon Tower keys do we have? We need 2, correct? We need 2 small keys from Ganon's Tower to traverse.
Yeah, I think I've seen 3, but I do want to double check if anyone can help us out with that.
Sick Kid just gives away the flu.
It's true. So that must be why the flu's been horrible for us this year so far. It's all Sick Kid's fault.
He's patient 0. Sick Kid is patient 0, infecting the rest of Hyrule.
It's absolutely true.
That's the reason why, some of our bunnies and Kirby's and naked.
I mean, do Amiibo really get sick? I mean, that's...
You know what? I mean, can they... I don't know. I don't know. Aren't they already, a virus?
I don't know if they're multicellular organisms or not, but...
Single cell. They are definitely single cell.
Okay. So, here's something worth noting, because we've been praising Mikan, but that he's been avoiding Dark Death Mountain, and the key to get into Ice Palace at all is either Fire Rod or Bombos. The key to both of which, Fire Rod is up in Super Bunny Cave.
Yes.
The cape to get Bombos is up in Hookshot Cave. He hasn't done Dark Death Mountain at all. That is preventing Mikan from doing Ice Palace at all.
When he does go up and he gets the Fire Rod, I can see him skipping Bombos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bombos isn't needed at this point.
Yeah, I think he'll get the Fire Rod before he goes for Bombos. Yeah, and he's on his way to finish Swamp, but he's still at Ice Palace, and he still has to trek up Dark Death Mountain. We have Kyong is going somewhere. Is he checking Sick Kid? He's checking Patient Zero.
Sick Kid, yep. Here's the thing, it's worth noting, all of these runners are still checking item locations.
Desert Palace Key, yeah, I mean, why?
I don't know if anyone has like done the key count and thought, wait, I'm in go mode.
Okay, chat's saying you don't need any small keys for GT. I thought you didn't need at least 1.
Yeah, I thought you would need at least 1 to climb because there
might be one in the chest. There could be one in the chest, but good luck. I mean, it's Keysanity. There's way less of a chance that there'll be a small key in one of the tower chests than
Kyong finding his Swamp Palace key.
He still needs to drop into Mire, so
he needs Mire and Swamp, and then he's good. Let's see. We have Mikan, who just needs Ice Palace. We just need Mikan. Do it. Go to Dark Death Mountain.
I mean, we have Slim. That's, he can make his way into Misery Mire, and he can make his way into his palace too. Oh no, he can't. He needs the Fire Rod as well. Fire Rod or Bombos.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, Slim is a little bit behind, so he's got to make the play as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's neck and neck though. It's really neck and neck at this point.
You get the sense that Kyong knows he's in go mode, but I don't know that for sure.
Why would he check Sick Kid?
Well, he was looking because he hadn't found the small key to swamp yet. He was looking for that. Now that he has that,
You're right. He got the shovel, but never checked the spot. You're correct.
Kyong still needs Misery Mire Big Key. I do not know where was Misery Mire Big Key.
Oh. Was that also on? No, where was that?
Oh no! Mikan. Is Mikan? Did Mikan flood it too?
Oh, Mikan, no. No, he did. He just flooded it.
He flooded the key.
Oh, we had 2 runners flooding the key. Come on, guys. He doesn't know either. He doesn't have any keys.
Oh, he already beat Argus. He's just doing less than that's why. Oh, okay. Right.
I need notes.
Slim with his bomb. With his big boy bomb.
Lewd over here checking this patient 0. Getting his useless desert palace key. Yeah, Slim's gonna be happy when he sees the GT big key over here on Fat Fairy.
Absolutely.
I think he's the last runner to do it, so all of our runners should have their GT big key.
Yep, it's gonna be quick once we get up there.
Oh yeah, it'll just be a blast.
Here's Mikan making the moves up to Dark Death Mountain. He's going to get his Fire Rod, and that's all he needs to get into Ice Palace. He has enough keys to get through. He has enough keys to do. So Mikan is going to be in go mode as soon as he gets his Fire Rod up here.
And chat's pointing out that the Misery Mire big key was in Thieves Town big chest. So we'll have to see if Kyong goes back in there. That's a tough play. That's a tough play at this point in the race. To backtrack into Thieves Town. Thieves Town is always a troll, but it's a tough play. It really is.
Yep, it absolutely is.
I wonder if Mikan knows he knows he needs Bombos. Oh no, he doesn't know
he doesn't need Bombos.
He knows where it is, but I was gonna say he might think he needs it, but he hasn't checked Turtle Rock. Fire Rod.
Fire Rod, save and quit. He knows. He's done.
Mikan is in go mode. Mikan is our first runner in go mode.
Yeah, we have
for sure.
For sure. We have LewdDolphin and Kyong are both close. Slim is getting there.
Lewd might be in go mode himself. He's got the items. I'm not sure if he checked the dig spot for Swamp Palace key. That would keep him from go mode.
Yeah, that would. I mean, he's still checking item location, so I think even if he is in go mode, I don't know if he knows he's in go mode or not.
No, we'll have to see if he's checked big slot. And chat's pointing out Lewd is missing Misery Mire's big key too.
Oh man, that's rough.
He's making the play though. He's going for it.
Is this a sub 145 Keysanity? It could be. I mean, it very well could be. We're at
Mikan's
130.
got a way to go. He's got a little ways to go.
He's got Ice Palace and Ganon's Tower, which, I mean, Ganon's Tower and Keysanity, when you just kind of flip up the stairs.
Yeah, he's got a, and if he has a good Ganon's Tower, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. He's having a good Ice Palace. He knows he's in go mode. He's ready, he's ready.
Okay, so Song Leaves in chat. I played my first rando yesterday. You can't beat someone as good as SlimKirby at the moment. That's fine. It takes time to get good at this game. It's fine.
It's definitely,
get better.
A lot of our runners, some of the best runners in the world, started out as normal Link to the Past speedrunners, where they just practice and practice and practice. A lot of them have sub 125 normal game speedruns. So, I mean, it's just, and when you get into rando, those same runners that have those great times and have been practicing get beat. It's rando.
Yeah, there are really two factors in the randomizer community. I mean, there are people who did the no major glitches speed runnings, and they are all over the place, and they are amazing runners. But some of the top tier players, I wouldn't call them masters. I mean, they are still very good at the game, but they aren't like the professional speed running, pixel perfect stutter step sort of runner that you'd expect in most other speed running communities. For example, I would, in the open mode tournament, and this is not a slight, I don't want to slight these runners, but in the finals, Cransoon, also in the final four, Amazing and Pharos.
Final two, he was second place.
Cransoon was second. AA was in fourth, or he was in the final four.
Yes.
But those two, I would say, are known less for their, precision in terms of how well they play the game, and more for their routing decisions and solid decisions there. So, absolutely, you do not have to be a perfect speed runner to be amazing at this game.
And don't get us wrong. I mean, execution is huge. Execution is still huge. You have to know, you want to know if you're doing, Keysanity's a little different. You don't really have to count items because it's really just, you want to full clear the dungeons you have before you're in go mode. You want to keep track of your keys. You want to keep track of your items. But I mean, it's a lot of cerebral things. Where did I go? What's the best route to go here? Where's the logic pointing me? Execution is huge, and some of the best runners have some of the best execution. But then you look at, runners that do have the best execution, and there's a few I can think of off the top of my head that get knocked out. I mean, they don't make the right rando decisions. It's a whole different game, and it's incredible. It's there's not another game made that you could have a rando like this one. It's so unique.
Meanwhile, while we've been pontificating on the philosophies of rando, LewdDolphin going into Turtle Rock, ouch. He's looking for that Swamp Palace or small key, and he's wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, he hasn't checked the shovel.
Meanwhile, Mikan entering Ganon's Tower at an hour 33. Keep in mind, we had the SRL channel open. No one has finished this race yet. So even though out of all the 50 some odd runners who are all running this, no one has finished, Mikan could very well be first.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is a sub 145 GT and Keysanity. It's incredible. This is one of the quicker runs I've ever seen. I don't know about you.
Oh, for Keysanity, absolutely.
Incredible. It's incredible.
I'm happy sub 230 with my Keysanity runs, and we're at 130 right now. My God.
230 is great. That's a great time. Yeah, and we're at 130. You know, we're coming up on 135, and we're making our way through GT. It's just what a great run by Mikan. He made all the plays.
Absolutely. I mean, he stumbled a little bit looking for. I think we were waiting for him to check that double shovel dig spot, but he made it relatively quick. We thought it was going to be a while before he made that.
Oh yeah. He think he was our last runner to get the shovel, but went right there. I mean, look, we got Lewd who got a shovel, and he's
He's still in the hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's screwing around in T-Rock. It's while Mikan is doing his gauntlet.
Yeah, he is. I mean, this is. I mean, definitely, this is something, and this is. I mean, part of it is. I hate to call it luck because it discounts Mikan's routing decisions and things like that, but there's a fair bit of luck when it comes to this.
There definitely is. There definitely is. But again, it was great routing. He read the seed. He read the seed and ran where it took him. And he's making his way through GT and making good time through it. So we may see our sub 145. Keep your fingers crossed. As he has a bad first cycle there on Landmo.
It's all right. I mean,
it happens. It happens.
No one's perfect on Landmo every time. He kind of trolls you and is like, "Okay, am I going to go left, right? What am I going to give you?"
I don't want a commentator's curse. It's just, Mikan, you're doing great. Let's see what the other runners are doing.
All right, so we see LewdDolphin. Poor guy is still climbing. He's gonna check every treasure chest in this place. He might even, because he has everything to beat Trinex. He might even beat Trinex, hoping for it, and just go, "Oh, where is it?"
Oh, Kyong still hasn't checked his dig. Well, no, he hasn't. Oh, he might be going in Thieves Town right here. Let's hope he makes his way into Thieves Town to get that. No.
Wrong way, Kyong. No. Oh, he got the fire rod. I hope he doesn't think he has to kill.
Oh,
no.
So trolly. The seed has suddenly got trolly as Mikan blasts his way through GT. The seed has started to troll our other runners. Just goes to show how Mikan is he's had great routing decisions in this race.
It's been an amazing, routing choices he's done.
We'll see where our other SRL runners finish in, but we could call this perfect routing for this seed if he does indeed make his way to first place, which he's absolutely in the hunt. He's absolutely in the hunt. Let's see if he validates. And he does. We have a validation there.
So for those of you,
good to go.
So that compass is going to be the prize in the open mode guessing game, Ganon's Tower key guessing game. So the Dark Palace compass. Just letting everyone know.
All right, he goes in his Aghanim fight.
Two-shot there.
Nice
LewdDolphin on
nice double.
Horrible is on Trinex. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Lewd.
No. Yeah, and Kyong's making his way through Skullwoods.
Another double from Mikan.
There he goes. He's on his way to Ganon.
And with he doesn't have butter. He has tempered, but tempered in silvers.
Yeah, he's good to go.
He's good to go. And I think he still has a fairy too. So
for a runners of these caliber, more than enough. More than enough.
LewdDolphin gonna go check Sahasrara, I think, at this point in time. SlimKirby picking up his fire rod.
Let's see. Let's see if he can get a sub 140. Wow.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to see a sub 140, but man, that would
be great.
That's nuts.
We're getting that sub 145. It's
it's
going
to happen. It's going to.
I think he can survive a fall and still do it. Knock on wood. No content.
Not that Mikan would.
No, but
it happens, but yeah.
Yeah. But he could definitely survive and get a sub 145. He's doing no potions, no half magic. He never got that half magic.
Nope, he got one bottle and it has a fairy in it, and that one bottle was in Misery Mire most of the way through the game.
Yeah, so he does. I mean, he does have a. Not that he needs it, but he does have the safety fairy. Let's go. Let's get some hype in chat.
What's Kyong doing? Oh no, Kyong's going up to Turtle Rock now. LewdDolphin getting the mushroom.
We're on final phase. We got Mikan's final phase. Oh, Mikan, don't fall. Here he goes. One more. Boom.
And there we have it. My God.
G frickin' G. Wow. What a hell of a race for Mikan.
So Mikan did finish first of all the runners at 1:40.36. He beat his personal best by 1:27. Oh my God. Congratulations, Mikan.
Wow, he beat it just by 1:27. He's had great runs before that too.
Yeah, I mean, Mikan is a great runner, and I hope I do not get matched up against him in the Keysanity.
Oh, Mikan, what a run! Let's bring him in for an interview.
Absolutely.
Hey,
and there we have.
My heart is like pounding right now, for real.
Dude, what a race, man! You made the best. You made all the right decisions.
Holy moly, dude.
Congrats.
So, yeah, I mean, you almost could not make a wrong play. You made every play absolutely right.
I mean, that's how you got to do it. Just get lucky, and then you never have to like have skill or anything.
No, your execution was impeccable too. What did you think when What made you go back to Desert Palace for that shovel?
I was gonna to go back for the shovel. When I had found the boots, where were the boots? They were in Thieves Town.
Yes.
So I guess that the Thieves Town big key, like if I'm following item chains, because I follow my item chains really too closely sometimes, and this time
worked out for you.
Yeah, it really did. I found the boots and I checked all of the boot locations, and none of them were anything. And then I think I saw in my notes that the shovel was on the torch. It was like, maybe this is what they want me to do with the boots. So I just figured I'd do it after Mire, and dang, it sure worked out.
Oh, for sure. Kept you out of T-Rock, too.
Yeah, about the only other thing that maybe you could have done sooner, but it really didn't hurt you a whole lot, was Dark Death Mountain, which had the fire rod, but
yeah,
it didn't really hurt you a whole lot, though.
As soon as I found the myths, I was like thinking maybe I should go up there and just check those 4, 5, 6 things I can do, even though I don't have a medallion to get into Turtle Rock. And then I just kind of kept finding stuff to keep me out of there. And by the time I finished, I think it was Swamp, I was in Swamp and I was like, okay, well, if I have the cape, I'm in go mode if this is a crystal. And then I saw the crystal drop. I was thinking, dang, I really wish I had, well, because Bombos was up on the bumper ledge. So I was thinking I was looking for the fire rod or the cape. So once I saw that Swamp was actually the last crystal, I was just like, ah, crap, I gotta find one of these. And I figured Dark Death Mountain was somewhere I hadn't been yet and has a pretty high density, so I imagined at least one of them was going to be up there.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to go up to Dark Death Mountain. It was like, that's the next play. That's where he has to go, and you made it. I mean, you went right up there.
I do want to give a shout out. Korik finishes in second place with a time of 1:41.54. So another person apparently with really great routing. I don't know if we're going to see a whole lot of people finish too much sooner, because that required some really interesting routing to get things. I mean, Pod was just the palace of, my God.
So I know people rag on Hype Cave not being hype anymore,
I call
but
it Suck Cave tonight.
it was pretty bad, not gonna lie.
It was
even-
awful.
even then, I still like going down there to check first time I have Dark World access, and I don't think that's the right play. I just really hate going to the Kakariko Warp with just the hammer and I just hate that so much. I decided to go to Hype Cave anyway, and then that unfortunately always pushes me up towards the pyramid and Catfish. And then I saw the bow there this time. I was like, wow, this actually worked.
That was, I mean, some of the other runners caught up, but that was at the time the play. Because we had two other runners that were already in pod or heading there, and you went to pyramid first, grabbed the bow, and then went over there and had the means to clear.
No, they didn't.
It was huge. That was a huge play. Kyong did the same thing right after you, but you were in pod with the bow, while two other runners were with pod without the means to clear.
I mean, and the mirror was there too. The only way it could be more perfect is if the Eastern Palace key was in there, which I was totally ready to clear. Because I knew it was one of the 5-6. Yeah, it was.
Pod was hype for sure, and even at the very beginning of the seed, the keys just kept pushing you in that direction.
I had 5. I have no idea where the last one was. But
We're like,
I had 5.
Yeah, you had it was just boom. You know, it was like at the very beginning of the race, it kept throwing pod keys at you guys. So making your way up there was perfect, and that just routing in the pyramid was the play. You made the play.
Oh, looks like LewdDolphin might be making the play onto the Misery Mire Big Key. Finally,
he'll get his
those two locations. Yeah, the dig spot for the small key for Swamp Palace, and then the Misery Mire Big Key being in the big chest of Thieves Town. I mean, what locations for those? You really have to dive deep in to get those.
Yeah, that's trolling our runners at this point. But you had them. I mean, you made the plays. As LewdDolphin bombs the big chest and Thieves. He's done.
Bombos.
Right. Yeah, the Thieves Town small key was in Mire Shed, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes,
my
it
God.
was.
I am
Yes.
so glad I have a habit of going there before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as I have the mitts and the flute, I have a really bad habit of going there, and it totally worked out.
I mean, it absolutely worked out, and I mean, everything just it worked. I mean, whatever routing decisions you worked, I mean, it was just amazing watching. It's like, oh, every gamble you made just paid off. We're like, okay, where's Mikan going now?
Boom. It wasn't like even gamble. We're just like boom, boom, boom. You know, hitting it.
Just follow the chain.
Yeah, you were just going, following the chain. I like that. Yeah, it was great.
Don't worry,
So-
that'll be the only time it works out this well. Once the tournament starts in a couple days, I'm gonna like, no, I'm dead. Dude.
Oh, you know what? You keep to that strat. It's a really good strat. Just give you. I mean, you were taking what the seed was giving you. It was good. You did, but you did once you got the shovel, and once you got that the Thieves Town big key, you went for him. You went right there. That was big too. You got your opening into Mire, and you got your opening, and that's what puts you ahead at least of our other restream runners, because we've already got a 4th place in, and I mean,
Yep.
so we're getting some trickle in.
We have Big Dunka in 3rd place with a time of 1:47:30, and Nif Boy at 1:48:11 improved his personal best by 14 minutes and 28 seconds. So shout out to Nif Boy there.
Yeah, GG, Nif Boy. But man, Mikan was the most valuable runner today. Just a huge win. It's a huge win, man. That was great.
I'm feeling pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Are you
Look
gonna?
at that- Look at that collection rate. 134 out of 216 for a Keysanity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible.
I'll never have it again. Absolutely not. No.
And the not the SRL time, but the in-game time's putting you sub 140. That's just incredible for a Keysanity. It's great. I mean, sub 145 is nuts, and you beat
retire
it.
now, I think. That'll never get topped. No way.
Hey,
Oh.
you got a lot more runs in the tourney.
I was gonna say, yeah, you've made it so that I do not want to face you in the upcoming tournament. So congratulations.
Don't worry, I have my one, so I think you'll be fine.
Well, I mean, this is your other PB was just 2 minutes less, so you've got some good runs under your belt. For sure, you'll be a tough beat in the tourney.
Rando PBs, who cares? Whatever.
I think Kyong's making the play finally for that Misery Mire Big Key. Finally.
Oh, let's see what he does to the chest.
Yeah, but GG. Okay, I'm sure I've been mispronouncing your name. Mikan.
First
I
one.
don't. What? Mikan. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
Mikan.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mikan.
I
No,
don't
we'll
care,
remember
whatever.
that. I'll remember that name for the tourney. See what Mikan is doing. Who's he up against? It'll be good. GG.
Yeah, I think you will. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I want to see the stupid ideas I made work. I want to watch
You're
everyone
like,
else.
they always work
ideas
in
that
theory.
don't work.
Yeah, I mean it's so much. I mean, it's just commentating a race. It's so much stuff to keep track of, let alone racing it and being in that mindset of, moving and making plays. It's a tough gig, that's for sure. But GG, man.
Yeah, thank you for what.
All right.
I think I'm actually gonna take off. So just thanks a lot, guys, and all the stuff.
No problem,
All
man.
right.
Thank
Shout out
you. Thanks for a
Mikan.
great run.
Chat. That was Mikan. Give him a follow here on Twitch if you have not already.
And watch out for him in
He's
the
gonna make some
tournament.
noise. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna make some
Could
noise.
be a dark horse, He could be one of those guys.
So-
He had a great. I mean, I liked how he talked about his strat, and hey, I went. I did a chain. What I got is where I went, and that's a good strat. I mean,
Yeah, just follow it. Follow the
Yeah.
chain.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it was the period. I mean, he was going to pod, and he said he just happens to always try to route pyramid in. So that's an unconventional route. It really is for our standard mode and open road mode runners, which a lot of these guys are. Keysanity is a whole different ball game, and they'll have to make adjustments like that. That was a great adjustment.
Absolutely. So we have the OK guy finishing with a time of 1:51.27, improved about 5 minutes on his time. So that's for 5th place. Shout
Yep,
out to the OK guy.
We're getting a lot of PBs here, in this quick seed. And how many runners do we have? We have 50 runners.
50 or so runners, yeah.
50 or so runners. I mean, and we're just starting to trickle in 5th place, 6th place. So SlimKirby and LewdDolphin and Kyong might not be that
right
far
there
behind.
in the hunt,
really.
yeah.
I mean, top 10, top 15.
That's the interesting thing about Keysanity. Like seeing an optimized run like Mikan's did is so much more rare in Keysanity. There are so many more item locations that you check, and you have to check some overworld. You see it maybe a little bit more frequently in open mode, but Keysanity, there's just so much more you have to keep track of.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a tougher. It's a tougher rate. Then it's kind of like, so you play normal, no major glitches, non-rando, and it's where everything is, your routes, and then you play rando and you learn different routes, and this is Keysanity just requires more checking. You never quite go mode a dungeon. You might have all the items, but you still have to get your keys, and you have to keep track of all that stuff. And it's a lot. It's a lot for a runner that is trying to go as fast as they can.
Oh, I think Lewd's checking. Lewd is finally checking the dig spot.
Oh, Lewd, he's gonna be so mad. Let's see what he does.
He's gonna rage. I mean, he already raged.
And you were right. This swamp palace key trolled a lot of our runners. Oh, he's just gone. He didn't even take the time to rage. He took off. He left
Oh,
the
no.
box and went.
So Slim went ahead and is going up to T-Rock. Kyong is going to have just about 100%, but Kyong's finally making his way up to Ganon's Tower.
He's going to GT. And SlimKirby's just making the, the wrong play.
It's okay, Slim, buddy. We know. We know. We've all been there. So we'll see. Slim might get close to 100% clear by the time this thing is done. They're saying, chat saying that the purple chest did not deserve those rage slashes. I beg to differ. That purple chest is the worst item location of the game. It deserves all the rage slashes. All of them. And LewdDolphin is like, nope, I'm in go mode. Forget the rest.
Kyong has finally made his way into GT.
Yep, it will be a pretty fast run for Kyong up here. Remember, Kyong was in the top 16 for the open mode tournament. He's got Butter Sword, he's got Silvers, he's got Half Magic and Fire Rod. This is going to be pretty quick. You're going to see something special here with Kyong.
Oh yeah, great execution. He just got trolled a little bit on the seed, but I mean he's one of the better runners for sure.
I mean we're still not through the top 10. We have Solsky, who just finished 6th place at 156.10. Bakar Balar finished in 7th place at 156.43, PB by 3 seconds. So shout out to those guys. Mikan got absolute first place. I mean, he was a featured runner, but he got first place of all the runners by a solid minute. I mean, he did amazing.
Yeah, shout out to our restreamers for putting Mikan over here. Restreaming Mikan, giving a chat and our channel some a really good run. That was great.
Haha Cell finishing in 8th place at 157.12.
Yeah, GG. I mean, Kyong still make top 10.
Absolutely. I mean, this race is far from over. I mean, keep in mind, this is still a really fast Keysanity race. I mean, I estimate an extra 30 to 45 minutes when I'm planning on anything Keysanity related.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you take your PB and add another 45 minutes to an hour to it. And, you know, Kyong, if Kyong does make top 10, he's, you know, that's great for all the dungeons he's done. You know, he's
full cleared everything.
Yeah, he's everything but Aghanim. You know, everything but Aghanim's Tower. That's it. We got a 9th place coming in with an official SRL time of 158.21. That was Dragon Master 0283. As LewdDolphin gets his final crystal and he'll make his way up to GT. But Slam over here doing Mimic Cave, man.
Yeah, poor Kirby. I mean, Kane and Brian. But I mean, Kyong's there too, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, Mimic Cave. How you troll.
So, Kyong's missing the Misery Mire Big Key. Or SlimKirby's missing the Misery Mire Big Key, which is what you know is in the basement of Thieves Town and the Big Chest. The Big Chest had all the other big keys, didn't they? I mean, we had Pod had a big key as well, and Thieves Town had another big key.
Yeah, I mean, in that Thieves Town, it's so hard to want to go back in. It's buried so deep in that dungeon, and they did it so long ago that it's probably not even on Slim's mind.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh, and Kyong is disqualified. Sorry, Kyong.
It's
Nice
okay.
try. Nice try. Oh,
And-
Alucard. Go ahead.
Nope, take it. You got it.
All right. Alucard 2004 has finished in 10th place. That's her all time of 1:59.48. GG Alucard.
The great Alucard. Shout out to Alucard. He doesn't get to run as often as he has in the past, but when he's here, I love giving him a shout out because he is the originator of the Kane shout out.
He's definitely one of my favorite. He got me into Rando, really. Him and Vitorp will stream their runs together, and that's always fun to watch. Those guys are great, and Alucard does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for speed gaming too.
Absolutely, he's an amazing individual, and one of the most supportive people in the community too.
Absolutely.
When I first started commentating, he was giving me lots of love, and that means a lot to us newbie commentators when we don't know. So thank you.
Yeah,
Alucard.
it's rough. It's a whole different ball game. This is only my second commentary, but it's been fun. I've gotten lucky to have some great runners and awesome seeds. I've gotten really lucky.
Having really fun, awesome seeds in close matches, I think, really helps. With commentary.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they're fun to watch. I mean, it's fun for everybody, not just the commentators. Fun for chat. Fun for everything. Chat's all that really matters.
LewdDolphin is now in Ganon's tower, while SlimKirby. Oh, poor Trinex.
He didn't even have to die. Trinex.
He didn't even have to go into.
He didn't have to die for this.
Slim is searching for Misery Mire Big Key, which we know is in the basement. He's probably going to go to
Sarasala. He's gonna go to Sarasala. That's my guess. He might just go, yeah, I gotta go. Kyong's getting those final arrows into Ganon.
Slowly working on it.
Yeah, he's making his way through.
Why is Kyong trying to spin?
Maybe at this point he knows he's
Zero
not
arrows. Kyong's out of arrows.
What? No. No. At least he's got butter. Wow. Oh.
All right, so it does look like Kyong's okay.
He's got to do the spin strats, and there he goes, gets him down.
All right, shout out to Kyong. Once he enters here, we'll be able to announce his time. So Kyong finishes in 11th place, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 37 seconds. Had some people run right up on his tail there, but he sniped that 11th place. Well done, Kyong.
Yeah, GG. GG. Just missed that 10th place too. Just missed that top 10 finish, but still a great race for him. You know, he made a lot of good plays too. He was neck and neck. He got trolled, you know. It was
close to 100%. I mean, that's the thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, who thinks to go back into Thieves Town? Hate that chest. Yeah, but he had. He was right there. He was definitely right there. It's just, you know, seed trolls you. It happens. And look at Slim. He's going up to.
He's doing Skullwoods. He's gonna do Mafula.
Skullwoods, yeah. Mafula didn't have to die for this either. Jeez. Rip our bosses that didn't have to die. Rip
it's all
Mafula,
right.
Rip Trinex.
Mothula has killed me enough that I am fine with killing Mothula as often.
I gotta say, Trinex and I can definitely square off, and sometimes he pulls ahead. Especially if I have a Master Sword and I'm going in. Oh, Lewd almost getting troll dormed, but he makes it through. Does the dash at the end.
All right, and we are now joined by Kyong92, sir. How'd that 100% feel for you?
Oh man, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave this town for later because I don't have the small key for later. Then it got to the point where, I probably should do Thieves Town now because my options are getting smaller, and I wanted to do Fat Fairy, and then I saw the boots there. Yeah, okay, then I got a little bit punched, and then after that I got the small key. Okay, I got the most punched you could possible. Because not only I didn't do the Thieves Town early. Yeah. Everything else.
I mean, there were so many big keys we were noticing just a little bit ago. So many big keys that were in the big treasure chests that were locked behind stuff. You know, Thieves Town was in Pod. You know, Misery Mire was in Thieves Town, and really, I mean, there were some troll locations here and there, but still, this was a pretty quick seed, all things considered, for a Keysanity.
Yeah. Mostly because if you think about it, I don't think there were that many forced double dips and stuff. Unless you I guess in Pod there was one key outside, but
Yeah, Pod. Well, you grabbed the bow before you went Pod. You were one of the runners that did that. That
Right.
went to you routed in Pyramid before it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Thieves Town might have been our only double dip. If I remember correctly, it might have only been that Thieves Town big chest. Other than that, man, you had great execution. You had great execution. You got a little trolled by Thieves Town, and I can understand. Do you normally when you just if you don't get the Thieves Town big chest, you just leave it?
things you need to. Because Keysanity is all about being the most efficient possible, right?
Okay, yeah, you're kind of cutting in and out, but yeah, I think what you're saying is you don't think about going there because it's not as efficient.
Oh, look at this! Slim didn't even check. He's pulling the pen.
He checked earlier though. He was one of the first runners to check. Was bombing that ped. That's too funny. He probably just did it because he knows where he's at.
Oh man, but no, I mean,
LewdDolphin.
Great job.
Lewd is finished with in 19th place with an SRL time of 2 hours 7 minutes 23 seconds. GG.
So I mean, Kyong, great race. Any regrets? Anything that you would change in your routing? In retrospect, like, oh, maybe I should have changed this routing or not.
Not much, I think.
You would do the same thing over again?
I think more or less, yeah. I mean, you can't really change much based on a single data point, right?
No, absolutely not. No, you can't change how you're routing just off the cuff key in the bottom of Thieves Town. No, you can't do it. And then I think you had to route in the two towards the end there, and that's hard to route to towards the end of a race.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, any last minute thoughts on the whole scene, Kyong?
Not really. Just thanks for the commentary as always.
Oh, no problem, man. Thanks for the entertaining race.
Yep. Thank you again, Kyong. Everyone, that's Kyong92. Again, if you haven't followed him yet here on Twitch, go ahead, give him a follow there. Meanwhile, we have LewdDolphin, who is joining us now in chat. Lewd, how you feeling, buddy?
Do you want some ice cream, bro? Should we get you some ice cream?
I'm just gonna go back to Meyer and ether that bird again.
Oh, that was great. The bird walk.
Yeah.
You did the bird walk.
Decided to do the swag walk for no reason, but
Kirby finally found his big key to Misery Mire.
Oh, and he just mirrors out. He's done.
Oh, do I have is Kirby on his chat?
Oh, he is.
His voice, yeah.
He is bombing Thieves Town. He is done. He's had enough. He's absolutely had enough.
Oh my goodness. So
what pissed you off the most, Lude?
oh, Thieves Town big chests, of course.
Wasn't the shovel? Wasn't the shovel spot?
Like my audio's not.
That was like, I mean, I could have checked that a long time ago. So, but Thieves Town big chest, I don't know if that was like a forced double dip of Thieves Town. I don't remember.
It was. It was.
Okay.
I think it was. Yeah.
It's frustrating when it's like, oh, there's that one chest in there that is so deep in the dungeon that I don't want to have to go and check until it's my last resort, and then it has something. So I'm at least happy that I decided to check that before doing the blacksmith stuff, because if I had gotten that swamp key and then full cleared swamp, I would have probably cried.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, you were able to do that. I mean, do you just put if say you have like the Thieves Town chest that you have to go back to? Is that something you would try to route in, or is it just something you forget about?
I mean, I knew I had the one chest left. I knew, like, it was there in the back of my mind, and Zora was there on the back of my mind for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't afford Zora at first. And I was going to go check Zora after Ice Palace, but anyway, I forgot to. I don't know, it's just like, eventually you reach the point where there's a bunch of onesie spots that are all so far out of the way, and you just have to take the gamble as to which one you go for. And then when you realize that it was in this spot that, like Thieves Town was the forced double dip, so it wasn't like you could have gotten it your first time through, but you could have done your first time through if you had checked the pyramid first. So
if you did Mire Shed before you went to Thieves Town, you wouldn't have had to double dip.
Oh, okay.
Chat's pointing out, but I mean, who routes Misery Mire before Thieves Town? You know, that's just, Thieves Town is usually the play.
Yeah, and in that standard routing, I mean, Thieves Town, I don't blame. I mean, this was just one of those things where different routing really won out at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's Thieves Town. I mean, it's usually Thieves Town is a dungeon when you open mode, or you do standard. You get it done, you forget about it. Well, you don't forget about it, but you know, how else do you route it back in? You didn't have to go back to Skullwood, so when were you gonna route it back in? It's rough.
Yeah. I especially wanted to do like the 5/6s first, so like, because you always want to be able to check the Pyramid Fairy in case it has something when it had the GT Big Key. When I saw that in there, I felt like, oh, that was routing that worked out.
No, you were on pace. You were on pace with our first place runner for the longest time. It was missing that key.
Yeah.
I believe also the shovel dig spot, I think, gave you kind of a rough time there, didn't it?
I thought Lude got it pretty quick. I thought you got it.
No, that
quick.
was the last. That was my go mode item.
Okay. There's another runner. It's my bad.
And I saw that, so I entered I quadruple dip DP. I don't remember. Like I entered with the book, and it had the flute, and then I entered later to beat Landless, and I entered again with the boots, I entered with the small key later. I don't remember, but like I entered Desert Palace so many times, I don't even remember what I did.
Well, you had a full tracker. No. You had everything but Quake, which was on Zora. Quake was on
Aha!
Quake.
Yeah, for as much as you did, not having done Fish, or Zora, was just okay.
Yeah.
It happens,
Almost a full tracker though, and I think it was a long race, man. It was still good. It was good stuff.
What do you think? You didn't. How many bottles did you really end up with 4 bottles? Were they all the bottles in Turtle Rock?
I think there were 2 in Turtle Rock. I think there was another empty one in the B one, the Super B.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you finished with all 4 bottles. Wow, we didn't have a bottle for like the first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me think that Sick Kid had something.
I said the same thing in the commentary, and he had like junk.
Yeah,
he had trash. Patience.
But all the early pod keys made me think that even though it was a pendant, there had to have been something in there, and there was of course mitts on the boss, and I think something else. Cape.
The mirror. The mirror. No, Cape was in Dark Death Mountain.
Oh right, yeah.
It was the mirror. It was the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pod was chock full of stuff. Pod was hype, for sure.
Pod is also where most people ended up getting their Master Sword as well. So
yeah,
quite a bit.
And 2 shields, right? It's 2 shields.
Yeah, it was Fisher Price into Fire Shield super fast.
Oh yeah. Pod was hype for sure. The only thing is you didn't route Pyramid on your way to Pod, which the 2 runners that finished before you did. They both all of our runners were basically in Pod at the same time, but you and SlimKirby didn't route in Pyramid, which is standard routing. You don't route in Pyramid. It's just it's a gamble, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gonna read off some personal bests here going through chat. Delda, when he finished in 15th place with a personal best of 2:27, improved his personal best by 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Shout out to Delda.
GG.
We also have Tim Lobo improved their personal best by 7 minutes 16 seconds. We have Centroid, who improved by 4 minutes 48 seconds. And we have Dr. Bob, everyone's favorite doctor, has his personal best, 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Sage Lord got a personal best by 17 minutes and 55 seconds.
GG.
And Files, who got his personal best by 8 minutes and 15 seconds, then immediately said, "I'm never playing this mode again."
It's not for the weak of heart, that's for sure.
It gets pretty frustrating when you're in item go mode but not key go mode, and it's super rough.
Are you one of the runners that takes notes of their keys?
Yeah, my tracker, the tracker I use, has key, like you can right click on the chest for small keys, and you can right click on the boss to note that you have the big key.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
So yeah, that's obviously super handy, knowing what keys you have.
And what you're looking for towards an end of a run.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
So
one of... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been talking over each other already.
We've been awkward.
Don't worry.
Like a 14-year-old boy, I'm so awkward. So, tell me, are you in the Keysanity tournament?
I am, yes.
Okay, so looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to losing at least one match and not really making it any further. No, I don't really expect to make it to the bracket stage, but yeah, I do want to at least win one match. Get my name known somewhere. I don't know.
I'm sure you'll get one. It's a good run.
I mean, Keysanity, at least, it's like your performance is more route dependent than the other modes. So someone who's really crappy at the game, but somehow routes godlike, could somehow win a race. I don't know.
That happens in open mode too. I see that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like 30 items you need for go mode, including keys, versus like 15 in open mode. So I don't know.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, well,
And I just made those numbers up, so don't quote me on that.
I'm not. I'm just gonna take your word for it. But yeah, GG, man. It's a good
Thank you.
race.
Any last thoughts, Mr. LewdDolphin, on the seed or how trolly it is, or the community, or anything else that you'd like to comment on?
Well, I mean, I felt like I routed the early game pretty well, and I was pretty happy to go through the Hyrule Castle dark rooms to get to the back of the sewers and get the hammer and moon pearl, and then realizing that that was not really a sequence break because the power glove could have gotten me that at some point. But seeing those items, like, oh hey, cool, maybe I just did something good, or I don't know. Whenever I get progression, I always feel like I did something good until it's the last possible location.
Yeah, it's
Awkward silence.
It's always,
Yeah, I mean,
I was just thinking, it's always in the last place you look.
SlimKirby bombing validation chest as he's finishing up, finally getting up G Tower.
Yeah, thanks, Lude, man. GG, and good luck in the tourney. We'll be watching you.
All right, thank you.
Everyone, that's LewdDolphin. Again, give him a follow here on Twitch at twitch.tv/LewdDolphin.
Yeah, and look for him in the tournament.
So we have our final runner, SlimKirby, who is here. We should be good to go. Keep in mind, we have 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Only 30 minutes until the open mode race is going to start here before too long. If you are partial to open mode and would like to run, you should join us. Or if you don't want to run, you should just stick around here because we have more awesome rando coming right to your face.
Up in your face. As Slim gets into Ganon. I mean, you know what? A sub 2:30, we were saying earlier, is still a respectable time. You know, it's for a Keysanity race. Slim's probably had the worst luck out of all our runners for sure.
Oh yeah, he's made a lot of. I'm not going to even call them gambles. I mean, he's made solid plays that seem like they're logical, but they just weren't the right ones.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
Like it is not out of the realm of possibility if things just change a little bit for Mikan and SlimKirby to flip spots.
Oh yeah. No, it's just, you know, it's how the seed unfolds. Is, you know, Slim's probably kicking himself. He's a good runner. There's no doubt he's a good runner. So it's just a rough seed. It happens, you know.
It happens to the best of us. But yeah, SlimKirby's on his big pig route right now. And yes, to answer chat, the open mode race will be here on Speed Gaming 3. So, I mean, just stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more fun here ahead. And we have, let me check to see who our commentators are going to be. We're going to have Cransoon and Sabatender. Those two work really well together. I love those two.
And Cransoon, I mean, he's a top runner. He's one of the best in the world. So he'll have a lot of good insights.
A lot better than we will. I mean, I'll just set that. Well, I don't know about you, Mr. The Gypsy, but I'm a subpar runner. So
I'm more of a lore guy. Sorry, excuse me, but yeah, I'm more of a lore guy than a runner. I'm a Zelda lore. Oh, what did Slim just do? Did he just save and quit?
Yeah, Slim just saved and quit. Oh, he was out of magic.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor Slim.
Jeez, this is... Oh, he's
tilted.
He's absolutely tilted. And this has been a rough run for him. Like you said, he's a great runner, and rough. Chat's making fun of me because I call myself a lore expert. Just means I'm bad at rando.
No, it's true. I mean, and that's the nice thing. We just have fun with this. No one here is paid. We're all volunteers because we love the game. We're not experts at the game in terms of being super fast, but we enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I love rando. It's so entertaining. It's fun. It's one of this is one of my favorite games as a kid, and every seed is a different game. It's the same game I know and love, but it's different.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do something. I mean, obviously we have Z1 rando and Z2 rando, and we have now
Final Fantasy
rando. But let's face it. I mean, it just feels natural, right?
Oh, it's
in this iteration.
It's because it's a good mix of it's a slightly open world, okay, for a Super Nintendo game, right? That's locked behind certain items. That it's just the perfect mixture for rando. And shout out to our devs, Christos Owens and VTorp, that work on this and make it possible. They've created a great game. It's incredible.
Absolutely. And shout out to not only VTorp and Christos Owen, but all the community managers, all of the, again, sprite developers, all of the everyone involved in the community. And if you haven't yet joined our Discord server, please join us in Discord. If you're even just randomly curious, you don't even have to race it. Just play it. Just download a seed for fun and play it casually and enjoy some of your favorite childhood games in a whole new light. Join us over in Discord, please.
Oh, a whole different game. You could have played A Link to the Past a million times, and it's a whole different game every seed. And you can play as some of your favorite characters. Hey, you can be. Everybody says they want a Zelda game. Well, A Link to the Past, rando, you can be Zelda.
You can be two different Zeldas.
Oh yeah, you could be Zelda. You could do a standard, and you could be Zelda. Escorting Zelda.
I had that as the longest time. I love female heroes. I mean, like that.
Yeah, and Zelda's one of the best. All her iterations in all the games, she's a badass. That's for sure.
Right. We see SlimKirby finishing up as he falls.
Slim, buddy, please, Slim.
Slim fell.
Slim.
Guys.
GG, buddy.
Guys,
why is he?
Slim
what?
fell.
What? Slim, buddy.
I was wondering why I didn't see the done in SRL. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
And Yoshi348 has finished in 39th place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 31 seconds.
Oh my.
Slim, buddy, what?
And guess what? He's almost out of magic.
He bought potions, though. Did buy potions.
Oh my.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if he bridge glitched or if he intentionally fell down or what happened there.
He probably did. He's having fun at this point. He's just like, whatever.
Slim, I know you can't hear me. We need you to finish so we can set up the 11 race.
Why do you have to be that guy, Slim? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's had a rough race, man. We can't give him too much crap. He'll get his Ganon down. He found his silvers in the light world. He's having a good Ganon fight too, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's finishing it off. Yeah.
He's definitely having a good Ganon with the double. And there he goes. Slim.
All right.
Let's see it. Let's see it go through the door. You can do
Yeah.
it, buddy.
Yeah, based on his SRL comment, I think he did bridge glitch.
Hey.
Yay!
And SlimKirby has finished in 41th place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 56 seconds. GG. We did it. We
Yay.
did it.
Well done.
We did it.
Yay. Oh, yeah, it was a bridge glitch. Slim got bridge glitch. That's why you don't stand next to the bridge, just because it could
Yep.
push you down. Oh, poor Slim. He got sniped by a couple places too.
Oh yeah.
Yoshi and Shady Force both sniped him out of his 39th place.
Yeah, 39th place, 40th place. Yeah, he got sniped. Shady Force totally sniped him into 41st.
We
And
have
he
so many
sniped
questions for
Swerve.
him. Yeah.
He probably needs some ice cream. I'll ask him. Good race, though. GG. Thanks, chat. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you everyone to chat. And again, another shout out to our wonderful trackers, Reg and Thelane, really doing a whole lot of work for us. And again, Clifford getting us set up here for the restream as well. Thank you guys so much.
GG Clifford for sure. He got us Mikan. Which was great. And the trackers, man, look at that. They had 100%. Each of them had 100%.
Just about except Mikan, who, you know.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Here we have Slim.
Hey, Slim.
Hi guys, what's going on?
You want some ice cream, bro?
You know, we're just
Get you some
here.
ice cream.
Sure. I'm down.
So how'd it go?
Well, I was not expecting pretty much a full clear after the way that seed was going at first.
No kidding, right? I mean, and it's weird because it was just one of those luck things. Your routing wasn't bad. It was just everything was not where you went.
I know, like that's exactly the way it was. Like, where was the Thieves Town small key again? Because I know I got that late, so it's like I had no reason to go back there until the end.
The small key or the big key?
The small key, because I had the big key the first time I was there.
Okay, you had the big key from the shed, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember where the small key was. Maybe chat knows.
Yeah, because I was in the middle of just like clearing stuff.
Okay, the small key was in the mine, not the big key. Okay.
Oh, in the mire shed?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, like I had no reason to go back there because there were always other locations that had more stuff. So there was literally zero incentive to even go back to Thieves Town ever.
No, yeah,
It was rough. I mean, there's no other way to go about it. The people who finished, you know, in first had just amazing coin flip luck that was going on here, and you know, this entire race could have been flipped on its head if it just for a couple items. So
yeah, exactly. And like things were going great. Like I don't know if it was shown before the stream started, but I was practicing hammer yump. I actually learned that last night, and then lo and behold, the first time I actually apply it in a race, I get it first try, which I was blown away by. So that felt great.
It was, and pod was absolutely stacked too. Everyone was in pod. Everyone was getting all the items. I mean, mirror, 2 shields, a sword.
Pod was absolutely full.
It was, but my main problem with the pod play is I did not check pyramid first.
Yes.
So, and like once I was getting like it was after I finished pod and I was clearing whatever I was working on next. That's when I kind of hit me as like I could have done pod in one fell swoop. I didn't even realize that. I need to start checking pyramid before I go there.
Yep. Question: was that the bridge glitch there at the end?
I don't know. I didn't think I was that close to the edge. Like, I thought I was a little ways back, and then I felt like all of a sudden I just started moving, I thought. So I don't know what happened at the end there. I'm just as confused as other people might be as well.
Yeah, it looked to me that you finished the race and then all of a sudden you were at the bottom of the pit. It was like,
Yeah.
what?
I don't know, like someone who knows like those mechanics, was I too close to the edge? Because I have no idea. All of a sudden I just heard the falling noise and I'm getting ready to hit done, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, nope, not done yet, I guess. So
Well, we had seen it blown up, and the restream was behind about 10 to 15 seconds for a while. So we've been seeing the dones kind of off to the side while you finish up the fight. And I saw the explosions, and I didn't see a done, and the back of my mind was going, what's going on here?
yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what happened right there.
That's so weird. Yeah, that's such a weird little quirk of this game.
It is. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's something to learn. It's instructive to actually see in a race, so that you stand on the other side of the room.
Right,
Yeah, but-
right.
Yeah, that second go, or that's the last go around with Ganon was solid, super solid. It was good.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good fight.
Honestly, I thought all the fights were good. I just ran out of magic on the first one, then that happened in the second one, and then the last one was fine. But like, yeah, like it was,
No, yeah, your boss fights were good. It was just
yeah.
missing magic and then falling for no reason.
And like the bottles were all really late. I normally get like blue potion at some point.
Yeah,
but
we didn't
like,
see
you
a-
got
we
the
didn't see-
bottles so late.
We didn't see a bottle until an hour in.
Yeah, that's what it
Which is
seemed like.
crazy. That's insane.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yep. All right. We're getting close to needing to get off so we can get everything set up for the 11 o'clock race. Any last thoughts, though, Slim?
No, not really. Hope the tournament goes a little better than this particular seed, but no, it was fun. It was still fun. I was on great pace there for a while. I was actually even 14 minutes ahead of my PB at one point, but then that Misery Mire Big Key just kind of slowed me down. So
Yeah.
it happens though.
You and a lot of other runners. It wasn't just you.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't. I honestly, I'm sure a lot of people probably checked that as their absolutely last location because there was literally nothing else available at that point.
Yeah. No, but GG, man, and good luck in the tournament.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed the bombing of Thieves Town too. I heard a lot
yeah.
of people enjoyed that.
That
It
is
was-
just collapsed right
It
now.
was definitely clipped.
Yeah, I heard it was, but yeah, thank you guys for commentating and for the trackers as well, and of course restreaming. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, thanks for running, man.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Again, SlimKirby. Give him a follow here on Twitch if you haven't already. Final shout out again to Reg and to the Lane doing our tracking, Clifford and Fiesel for our restreaming, and my new good friend, the Gypsy. Welcome to
Hey.
commentary. It was a lot of fun, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a good night, a good race. Chat was great. Restreamers were great. It was trackers were great. It's a good time, man. It's a very good time.
Before we sign off, I'm going to give a shout out to Look One Waffles. He finished with 46th place at 2:37.56, but personal best improved by 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 37 seconds.
GG.
Shout out to Look One Waffles. And that'll do it for us here at Speed Gaming. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, get set up. We have Crayon Soon and Sabatender doing the open mode commentary here directly. So just stay in chat and hang out with everyone. And have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, chat. Bye.